Hi, hello, welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome to something crazy. We are playing Time Survivors today, the free demo version that has been on Steam for a while already apparently, although I had never heard of this game. How did I hear about this game? The developers actually contacted me myself and asked me to play the game, so I guess it's not a paid ad or anything, so I should be unbiased, but just that feeling, that amazing feeling of achieving something like that in my YouTube journey is definitely gonna make me a little bit biased in the terms of I'm gonna enjoy this probably quite a lot. It is a Vampire Survivors inspired game, something we have played on the channel. We've played a lot of Soulstone Survivors on the channel as well. And if I get it correctly, if I saw it correctly, the twist is that we're kind of like progressing through time throughout the runs. I am not gonna ring around the rosy, I'm not gonna beat about the bush, we are just gonna get straight into a run. We start off with Claire, a woman in red with a boomerang and quick thinking, a puzzle to be solved. A whole bunch of stats, seems pretty in-depth, but we're not gonna look at it right now. The Dark Age is the first level. A medieval nightmare filled with guards, giant rats and other terrors. Beware the graveyard where the dead may not rest in peace. Bunch of stats of things that are still to come, and the Stone Age is the next zone to unlock, which will probably happen once we get 100% in the Dark Age. Let's just get straight into it. These are my first impressions. These are also my real impressions. I'll try out the bottom left a little bit. I am not gonna just be positive, I am definitely gonna be realistic. First of all, one thing to notice is the scenery. If you also see me taking a hell of a lot of damage, by the way, it is because I was playing with QWERTY controls on an AZERTY keyboard, so that did not really work out. That's maybe the first flaw to mention. I don't necessarily immediately see how to change my controls. Here we go. First level up. We know about this. We know what happens here. We can choose one of the upgrades. Either new items or an upgrade for the item that we already have. Strength plus 10%, devours enemies stepping on it alive. So this is kind of a trap, and this is just general strength 10%. I don't think we can go wrong with that. We know what this game is about, right? We know the XP orbs and how they shine. We know that we can create or kill pots and create some money out of that. I guess it's not really creating money, it's more finding money. A flail. Short range spiky ball or upgrade or spin shit again. I think filling up our weapon slots is going to be a bit more beneficial for us right now. Interestingly enough, it seems like we only have 3 slots for both. So we can only use 3 weapons and we can only use 3 passive items. How do we control where our flail swings? I don't necessarily know. Ammo plus 1. I presume that means that we will get 2 flails. Alright. Instantly, beautiful stuff. The experience orb have a nice color to them, have a nice sting to them, a nice sound effect as well. In general, the background music is also pretty clean actually. It's very simple, but it does what it has to do. Let's go for the ice orb. Seems like that's also going to be something that rotates around us. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful art style as well. And here we go. Here is the giant rat that they told us to kill right from the start. I don't know if the zone will just be completed immediately once I complete or once I kill this giant rat, but it is possible. One thing I do notice is that we definitely are taking quite a lot of damage, so some defensive upgrades is not going to be too bad. I have read already in the Discord, in the frequently asked questions of the developers Discord, that some people find the game a little bit too hard, and that just prompted me to play it even more. That is a wonky looking giant. He looks so funny. I love the mix of art styles. We are also being chased by a bunch of skulls right now. And the map generation, I wonder if it's like endless and random or if it's a specific type of map all the way through. I wonder how the map generation works. That is a giant wave of those zombie type enemies. You can clearly see the inspiration in Vampire Survivors, right? And I'm not saying that as a negative thing. I love a game that stays true to its roots, you know? That you can clearly see, alright, they took inspiration from that and they are not afraid to show it. And yet, nothing feels like copied. It feels like there are some new ideas in here as well. We are being chased by a bunch, and I mean a bunch of enemies. And this is something we also know from Vampire Survivors. They engulf you in an entire screen of enemies. Oh, whew. There we go. Final blow by Pest. 713 kills, 20 gold, level 7 reached. Run results. Time survived only 3 minutes, quite some gold found. Unlocked the health file, and I think we unlocked one more thing as well. Here we go, the winged boots, reach level 5 with any character. That's something we also unlocked. Here we can see some of the stats of things we killed, the items we have, the level reached, and Claire's wonky jonky little portrait right here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Don't expect too many great things, right? It's a passion project. It's a passion project by just 3 people that wanted to have fun together, and that's exactly what I can notice, that it's fun. It's fun. It takes away from Vampire Survivors, but it clearly has like its own style, its own influences, its own art, its own direction to go in. And here we go, the new unlock, max health plus 20, just a straight up max health upgrade. Let's try out the amoeba for size. Let's see how that looks once we drop it. Ooh, that's a pretty interesting art feature, and it doesn't stay on the ground for all that long. So I think in the early game, this is not going to be the best weapon for us to choose from. It does kill rats once they move over it, but or we might need to like upgrade it instantly, or maybe we can just guide rats into it a little bit better. We are about to take a whole bunch of damage. Let's take the shield to block some of it. Immediately I can notice the difficulty. It's not like Souls on Survivors where you are just winning runs immediately almost. No, I think we're gonna have to sit through quite a bunch of attempts before we actually achieve greatness here. Let's go for the flail. Worked out beautifully last run, I think. Don't have really that big of a sample size. Picked up a power-up. No idea what is happening right about now. Let's go for the amoeba build. Whoa. Alright, this power-up just seems like it gives us hacks or something. The XP that we pick up is way more effective, and all of our weapons are also just spamming around. There we go. Power-up ran out. What do I like? I love the sound effects. They are so simple, but they do the job beautifully. I love the color scheme as well. The purple background in this first level, something that very much appeals to me. And here we go, here is the white-red bit that the game is telling us to kill, or to try and kill. And we're actually dealing some nice damage to it already, if I do say so myself. But it is hard to stay ahead of it and stay... That's the magnet power-up. Yeah, that's definitely just gonna suck XP into us. Move speed? Hell no, man. Give me more amoeba. Destroy 20 vases, available in the next run. Vase breaker. Some more boomerang power is definitely gonna help us out as well. Is the white-red bit still over here? Yeah, let's try and stay ahead of it a little bit. And if we can, kind of project our amoebas into its path a little bit if possible. It is not as tanky as we expected. Oh, and it's gonna get stuck on the wall here. We're gonna be able to do some nice damage to it, hopefully. We are already at skull level, so I think these runs are going quite fast, really. Guide them into our amoebas a little bit, but also make sure that we just don't die. We are definitely doing or having to do a lot of dodges here. Even more amoebas, please. That's a lot of skulls. Holy shit. We are about to die. Ugh. Where can we see our HP? Right there at the top, 16. Yeah. 11 HP, but we did almost. There we go. We killed the white-red bit. I want to pick up that box, even if it's the death of me. Awesome. 194 coins. Money is not everything, but helps. Buy some upgrades at the shop. We will definitely try to do that. Let's go for a bit more armor now that we are still alive. And let's try and destroy as many pots as possible. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, there is a small possibility of you picking up a giant mushroom which then lets you stomp all enemies. Maybe that's something I should have mentioned. I don't think it's something I should have mentioned at all. I think it's something we better explore together. That makes it way more fun. But that was also one of the main selling points that the developers even included in their email to me. I'm gonna be brutally honest. We all know and we all see that this is not like a AAA game. That it's not the most beautiful project ever created. That it doesn't have the most features yet out of any game ever played. But you can clearly see that these guys wanted to create something. They created something. And for what they wanted to create, it's already beautiful. The gameplay loop already feels amazing. The enemy ideas are so interesting, and also like the general concept of introducing time travel into something like this is something I really look forward to exploring a bit more and seeing what kind of possibilities that entails, how they introduced the time travel mechanic into this game really. because I think that the characters you unlock kind of progress through time in some way, shape, or form. I also feel like I saw that we could unlock Abraham Lincoln as a character, which is already an amazing selling point. And if you need even more selling points, these wolves that run around here definitely remind me quite a lot of Wolf Job by Game Grumps, or their meme. If you get that reference, 15 respect points, because it's quite a deep one. I don't know what's happening over here, but there are facing outwards and now facing inwards ghosts. Oh, another red king, or white red bit rather. Can we kill it and maybe get another chest for some loot? I guess we also get an upgrade for a weapon out of that. Beautiful stuff. That's cool. And we will definitely have enough gold to buy some upgrades in the shop already. We have almost no passive upgrades. I love the simplicity of the UI as well. I love the XP bar though, that is very well done. Another white red bit. I would love to get one more chest before this run inevitably ends, because I am almost dead. Try and guide him into the amoebas a little bit. They deal quite a lot of damage once the enemies actually do end up in them. No apples or mushrooms out of those pots, sadly enough. All I'm going for is to kill this white red bit, and then the run can end for me. Although, I mean, if we can keep going, we will definitely keep going. Another boomerang upgrade. More ammo. Beautiful stuff. Oh, give me that apple. Pickup range is pretty forgiving, but not made too easy. And I also love how maybe they told me somewhere and I just glossed over it and didn't see it, but how they don't tell you what you're aiming for, right? They don't tell you like, all right, you need to survive 30 minutes or you need to do this or that. They're just like, hey, start up a game and find out for yourself, pussy. And I love that. I can definitely appreciate it. I can appreciate it when game designers kind of leave you in the unknowing for a while. We are upgrading our armor. Ooh, the number turned yellow. I am presuming that means that is the max upgrade we can get. And now the question becomes, did they take another page out of Vampire Survivors books as well? And did they also introduce like evolved weapons? New type of enemy. Seems like Bishop's gone rogue or something like that. Unlocked Fireball by getting 5 apples. Awesome. For now, this first video is of course going to be edited because I want to make it an enjoyable watch experience, but afterwards I think we're going to shift this into the general Survivors format, where the video is going to be mainly unedited and it's just going to be me rambling on throughout an entire run. These are the types of games that lend themselves perfectly and beautifully to that kind of content approach. We are in some trouble here. Let's go for another amoeba. Oh, so this can go to level 6, so I guess only the passive items can maybe go to level 5. I know that one of the selling points of the game as well was like we can produce a whole bunch of enemies on screen, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. The circle of enemies around us has been depleted. Oh, I thought we could roam through that building, but it is something with invisible walls. It does feel quite challenging, but it doesn't feel too difficult so far. I mean, this is only our second run and I feel like we are actually doing quite okay. Even though we went for a little bit of a meme amoeba build. A lot of wolves in there. I also love how they have a bit of different texturing on some of them. Like they are not all exactly the same. That adds a little bit of variety. You can see it here as well. Some of them, these mages, these liches are blue, some are purple. It adds a little bit of that spice into a format that is normally, and a Survivors format I mean by that, that is normally recognizable because of like the simplicity and because of the fact that every enemy on screen looks exactly the same. They switch it up a little bit. I appreciate that a lot. Some giant wolf dog creatures with the best walking animation we have seen in gaming in the year 2023 so far. That's a Cerberus right there. I can assure you that. That is something we are gonna have to be a little bit careful for. I think I am not gonna focus on killing him immediately, but I am gonna focus on try and smashing as many pots as possible and just make him move into as many amoebas as possible. I hope that, I mean, if we could find like one of those giant mushrooms right now, that would actually be amazing. Let's go for spinach because, well, we still have so many passive slots available. Come on, give me something great out of one of these pots, please. I need it desperately. I think the armor upgrade was definitely an amazing move so far. And Cerberus is at 75% health. Come on, please. Keep on spawning pots and I will just keep on destroying them until I find that coveted giant mushroom yet again. Who knows, maybe it's limited to just one per run. Magnet upgrade, that's gonna help us out a little bit. I'm gonna get defensive in the passive items if I can. Let's go for general strength because I think our amoebas are already potent enough. And general strength will benefit a bit more because our boomerangs and flails are still going around as well. I think these skulls can actually not damage me anymore because of my armor upgrades. I was wondering, like, how am I dodging all of their attacks? But it's just the fact that they cannot damage me anymore that is actually doing wonders. Let's guide him into the amoebas as good as we can. And it's nice to know that we don't need to care about the skulls. A lot of pots here. Ooh. Yeah, that's what we need. This upgrade right here. Come on, Cerberus. You think you're a match for me? Think again, pussy boy. Hell yeah. Cerberus defeated. And we unlocked the giant grapes of Cerberus, huh? Grapes, right? Ooh, and I see a little mushroom here as well. Here we go, yet again. Let's try and stay a little bit close to those magnet upgrades that are up there as well. That is very satisfying. That is something that Vampire Survivors definitely missed, right? Something, an upgrade that just it makes you completely immortal and overpowered for a small second. Find 3 Giga Magnets available in the next run. The Gem Catcher. Let's go for another Amoeba upgrade. Let's go for another Boomerang upgrade. Let's go for another Boomerang upgrade. Why are we getting so much experience? Boomerang. Boomerang. And flail. Oh, look at that. Level 8 is the max level for weapons, I guess. And I have not yet seen any evolve potential. We have unlocked so much stuff this run, really, really. These enemies seem to be a little bit tanky. There we go. Flail max level as well. Are we just like in a scripted death scenario for now, or what is happening? Because I don't see us making too big of a dent in this army of bucketheads. Maybe make sure that we move towards where the amoebas spawn, because they will clear out a little bit of a path for us, but we are definitely gonna need a miracle to survive here, I think. Somehow we did manage to escape. Ooh, a gold bar. That gives 20. We have 844 gold already. It's nothing to sneeze at if you ask me. Maybe we need to get the evolved weapon out of this guy's chest. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Nice little magnet. Although I think we are almost at max level. We are definitely healing. Dealing a lot of damage already. 600 gold from one chest. That's a little bit insane. I wonder what types of upgrades we are going to be able to buy. Or, well, I know kind of what types they are. It's like upgraded max health, upgraded move speed and stuff like that probably. But how many of those upgrades we are already going to buy is really what I'm curious about. And another thing I'm curious about is definitely my sexuality. Bi-curious, that is. Kind of the worst minute or the worst timing to make that joke, because this part is definitely not going to be edited out because I am about to die because of those griffins. They dealt a lot of damage, but we unlocked so many new stuff, so many new things rather. 10 new unlocks. We reached level 36, survived for 13 minutes. Whew. And we killed Cerberus, right? Yeah, here he is. Let's head into the main menu, and here we go. Unlocks first. A whole bunch of new unlocks, right? Always points towards the closest relic shrine. We haven't seen any relic shrines, I think. Scoop this up. Bigger shots, bigger impact, bigger destruction. Attracts loot. Confer the power to carry more weapons and items. Aha. Tesla coil. Fireball. Slingshot. Magic certificate, faster leveling up. Sure. A golden chalice for extra wealth, so more XP and more gold. The classics, and shoot in front of you with no hesitation. Alright. We still have quite some unlocks available, although the Stone Age is already not unlockable in my demo version, it seems like. Still, that was already so cool. And if you are kind of feeling right now, right, wait, this game just looks insanely janky and weird, I understand. I understand why you would feel like that, right? Oh, so we need to buy these things still. They are not just general upgrades, or for the grapes at least. Or we can just gonna save up. No, 6,000 is way too much. Let's go for a little bit of strength. Double click to buy them. A little bit of strength. But we also need some defensiveness. Let's go for a nice and balanced build, really. Alright, a little bit of everything. Not the approach I normally go for, but I think it's gonna help us out in the long run. Thank you so much for watching this first look at Time Survivors and enjoying this together with me. Honest opinions, of course, it's not gonna be a AAA game. Never. Do I enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoy it a ton. Do I think it has some nice features? For sure. The art style is unique, beautiful, a nice combination of 2.5D art as I have stated multiple times before, it's clearly a passion project. It's clearly like 3 guys or 3 persons at least, I don't know about their gender and it doesn't matter, just being like, hey, Vampire Survivors is a fun game, let's make something like this ourselves. And they succeeded. They definitely succeeded. Also, I just want to give them a massive shout out and a massive thank you for making my day, making my night, making my week possibly even, and making me feel like an important YouTuber with a big following for a second. We're gonna play more of this tomorrow and I will upload more of this as soon as possible as well. We still have some unlocks to explore and some gameplay features to explore as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Thank you one more time to the game designers and I'll see you later. Bye bye.